Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my studio kitchen. Today I'm going to share another quick and easy, great tasting recipe with you, packed with high quality lean protein, complex carbohydrates, and plenty of micronutrients. And we'll also be discussing the benefits of these mastocymes or digestive enzymes and how they can help increase the absorption of all of this good nutrition and aid healthy gut digestion. More on that later. For now, let's check out the ingredients needed for today's recipe. And as always, you can check the video description below to see all of the items, as well as the serving sizes and the total macronutrients, protein, carbohydrates, and fats and overall calories for today's dish. So we're gonna break this down into two main tasks, our protein and our carbs and vegetables. For our protein, I've got 2 chicken breasts here. We've got 3 whole eggs, yolks included, and our breadcrumbs. And then for our carbs and vegetables, we've got a yam potato or sweet potato, mushrooms, sweet yellow corn, and a zucchini. We'll get started with the yam. Now, a number of different ways that you can cook and prepare the yam. I'm gonna boil them. So before we even start with the yam, let's get some water in our pan here. We'll bring that to a quick boil. And meanwhile, we'll dice the yam into about 1/2-inch cubes, get that ready to go into our boiling water. And once we've got that, stack 2 or 3 at a time, then we'll just continue to dice it lengthways and widthways, like so. As with many of these recipes, you can also switch up different ingredients. So instead of a sweet potato or yam, you could use regular white potatoes, bacon potatoes, russet potatoes, those fingerling potatoes, they work great with this as well. You can also bake it, air fry it, or parboil it like we are, just bringing it to about 5-8 minutes in the boiling water, just until they're soft to squeeze, and then we're gonna continue to pan fry with the rest of our vegetables. Okay, so now let's move over to our vegetables. Corn, already done. So we'll take the mushrooms. I'm just gonna slice and dice these. A couple of other great vegetable options might be onion, peas, peppers. Just a really quick and simple way to include vegetables in with our meal, as opposed to cooking them up all separately and serving them as a side dish. Let's incorporate them into our main dish. Now we'll finish off with our zucchini. Right down the center, we'll slice about 4 or 5 more times. Still got a couple of minutes left on the potatoes, so I'm gonna move those over to a different stovetop. Put our vegetables along with the corn on a medium heat just to cook up with a little bit of our olive oil. And then in a few minutes, we'll transfer the yam potatoes into that same pan. Let that continue to cook for a further few minutes while we move on to prepare our chicken breast. First thing we need to do is crack all of our eggs. So I've got 3 free-range eggs here. I'm gonna crack each of them into a little mixing dish here to whip them up. Yolks and egg white. Good protein, some saturated fat, which we need for testosterone production as well. And it's gonna help bind breadcrumbs to the chicken. Perfect. We'll put that to one side. Move on to slicing our chicken breast. Now, all we're gonna do here is take our chicken breast and slice it into about 3 layers, about 1/4 of an inch thick. And then just sort of diagonally, we're gonna slice into that again. Therefore, we get maximum surface area, not too much thickness, meaning we can cover it completely with our breadcrumbs and egg mixture, and pan fry it without using too much heat. Get a really nice, tender, crispy, kind of breaded chicken breast there. Okay, so here's my workstation to dip, bread, and plate up the chicken. You know, I used to do this a lot when I was competing, especially when I was traveling, and I'd be taking all my different meals with me, sometimes chicken, turkey, even fish, tilapia, cod, haddock, slice it up thinly, do it exactly the same way, dip it in some mixed egg, layer it with some breadcrumbs, add some seasoning, voila, good to go. I also like it because, to me, it doesn't feel like I'm eating the same types of meals over and over, even though it's the same base food, maybe chicken, turkey, or a protein base, but I'll cook and prepare it in different ways. And I think that was one of the main factors for allowing me to stay pretty consistent on my diet for all those years. Now let's get the chicken into the pan. Now I'm using one pan here, and I found the key to this is to give each chicken piece enough room. So if you find that you've got more chicken than you've got pan space, either use a different pan or just wait until this chicken's cooked up and then remove that chicken and cook the rest in the pan. So that's easily 2 pans of chicken there, or I can cover that, refrigerate it, and keep it ready to cook in the next day or two. But we'll give about 2 or 3 minutes each side on a medium heat. We don't want to overcook or burn the breadcrumbs on that chicken, just a nice golden brown. We'll turn it over, give it another 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'll also cook up the rest of this chicken. Meanwhile, let's tidy up here and get ready to serve up our finished dish. And for a finishing touch, I'll just add about 1/4 of fresh avocado for some healthy fats to finish off our breaded chicken, along with our medley of sweet corn, zucchini, mushrooms, and yam potato. Guys, let me tell you, this is delicious, freshly cooked, or store it, save it as food prep, put it in the fridge. You can heat it up later or eat it cold. A little bit of organic tomato sauce with it, some mustard, some other condiments. Great way to mix up, get those essential nutrients in there. And if you're combining maybe 4 or 5 meals a day, whether you're meal prepping, getting ready for a competition, or you just want to really maximize the absorption of all of the good nutrition in here, check out these. These are called Masszymes. They're from a company called Bioptimizer. They're great for really unlocking all of the nutrients in the food, allowing the body to access all of that nutrition and absorb a much higher percentage of it from our gut than without it. Now, you might be asking, well, what's the point of taking digestive enzymes if you're already eating good nutrition? Well, it all comes down to allowing the body to unlock and absorb a greater percentage of that nutrition. It can also help with issues such as gut, digestive problems, bloating. So if after especially a heavy carb meal, you feel bloated in the gut, give this a try. 3 capsules with every meal. Just take it with water before, during, or even after. And especially if you have a big cheat meal, maybe you're going out having pizza, burger, something big, heavy, fat, starchy carbohydrates. This can definitely help with it. At the very least, allow your body to access and absorb more of the good nutrition from the food. So check this out in the link in the video description below, along with all of the ingredients and the macronutrients for a portion such as this. And as always, stay tuned for more on my YouTube channel and my Instagram for workout tips, nutrition, and general health and lifestyle. Until then, stay hungry, look after yourself, keep training hard. I'll see you back here soon. Take care.